Many think hell is something to be feared, a place that one may one day go if they do not live according to the laws of God. When you look at what hell is described to be and the state of this world we are living in, it leads some to the conclusion that this could be the hell that is being described. We live on a globe that supposedly has a burning fire core, a planet with hot lava flowing through it, and constant volcanic eruptions all over the world. We get our life from a burning fireball in the sky and are surrounded by dark vastness for as far as we can travel, and much further. Darkness surrounds us as we spin around a ball of fire. We've lost all memory of who and what we actually are, and seem to have no way of truly accessing that information. Some practices show people there is much more to their existence than physical reality, but they only get a glimpse, and only through mastery. Our religions here are worshipping false gods, all of them, and are constantly at odds with each other. The truth about who we are is not taught in church, and lies are taught over and over until embedded into the minds of the people. Concepts far from the truth, teaching you to worship gods that are not the true source of life, following laws made by man. For some, life is good with very few struggles, but many people, maybe even most, go through many struggles, and some struggle all through life. Is this somewhere we go to learn? Is there a lesson that we clearly needed to learn, or are we just gaining additional information for our soul or spiritual consciousness? To believe in this reality, one must not have knowledge of our true existence. Is this why this seems to be hidden from the people, so people will continue living their lives in this reality, do their work, pay their taxes, start over again at the end of the year? What would change if we had an awareness of who or what we really are? It seems anything that could give us answers about where we really come from on a spiritual level has been compromised. We look to the stars for answers, or we used to, now we look to NASA, and they lie pretty much 100% of the time. We look at the Earth for clues, Google Earth that is, and Google has blurred out the entire ocean, almost all of Antarctica, many other places all over the world. Even our own world is not viewable. Would it not be easier to let the people see rather than photoshopping the entire planet? I can understand blurring out faces, but why every single ocean in the world? We also look to church and religion for clues. Most start here, but organized religion spreads the biggest lie of all. And the worst part is they really think they have the truth. It is dangerous to think you have the one true truth. Nothing else could ever disprove your truth. All logic and reasoning become lost, and you no longer require evidence to support your claims. What happens when we turn to our friends and family in an attempt to gain a better understanding of our existence? They, of course, don't know much more than we do, but that's not the problem. Together you could share ideas and maybe get closer to gaining an understanding of things, but these topics are not exactly mainstream and rarely spoken of in social gatherings. Spirituality has become a personal thing shrouded in confusion. People have been taught through long-term advertising campaigns to compete with each other, even their families. Everyone is so focused on being socially acceptable, trying to be what people want them to be, that they often don't take time to figure out who they really are and what they want to be. Many these days do not think for themselves. They do what they do because that is what is considered normal, and even if it brings them misery, they'll continue to do it. Through competition, many people live lives with very little joy, working a demanding career, living beyond their means, just to have a newer, nicer car in the driveway than the neighbor. Shouldn't success really be measured by happiness, joy, and well-being? That is true success. Many people will go out, get a loan on credit, buy a fancy new car, and appear instantly successful. And almost everything they earn goes towards the car. Is this really a joyful existence? Many are wise with their money, stay within their limits, work hard, and slowly progress, but they spend most of their time at work and very little time doing what they really desire. Truth of who we really are could convince people to spend more time being true to themselves rather than helping a corporation or individual to accomplish their personal goals. Maybe this is the reason for the concealing of the truth. Going back through all of time, we can see this has happened. Libraries burned and people executed who come with new ideas that at that time seemed too irrational, eventually accepted as truth.